Heresy.
From what it sounds like, he's less of a man and more of a monster.
That is our understanding. It is unfortunate that the heresy of his existence is not sufficient.
What's sufficient for murder?
Sufficient for the decommissioning of this dynasty.
Ah, I see. But that's what we're here for, right?
Yes. This
So that-
rogue trader, this Zephyr Seraphine, is suspected of heresy.
What exactly is she suspected of?
Consortium with Xenos of the highest order. Now, there is very little. Power is limited in what we can do. But you are being tasked with the infiltration of her vessel. The subversion of a rogue trader's craft with merely the four of you.
I'm sorry, merely the what of character?
The four of us.
Oh, the four of us, okay.
Well, the five of you.
Who?
Will there be another one joining us?
There will not be. The Agent Tenebrous is already established aboard the rogue trader's vessel. You will provide him with reports. He will create openings for you as necessary. You will respect his word as my own.
Okay. Nice to know we have allies on the inside, at least.
Expect little aid. The Inquisition's resources are vast, but we are unable to aid you in the depths of the void when you are far from our resources. You must rely on your own skills and abilities to ensure that the influence of Chaos and Xenos are kept limited aboard this vessel.
If we are discovered, what do you think this rogue trader would do with one such as us? I mean, she's shown a certain reluctance to make the Inquisition angry in the past. Has she not?
There's a possibility that you will be spared. There's a possibility that she will attempt to subvert you against Zishan. Attempt to turn you against his holy will.
That's blasphemy. Nothing could do such a thing.
You better hope you don't fail then.
There's a possibility you will die. But
You say that it is impossible.
Yes.
You say that it is impossible for you to be turned against the Emperor, but even before you set foot upon the vessel, you waver. If you are not willing to die for the Emperor, you have no place here.
Wavering? No, I'm just considering all the options of our failure and the repercussions that it may bring.
Are you not confident in your own abilities, friend?
Oh, I'm confident.
Then there shouldn't be anything to worry about.
I'm more worried about you.
Me? Well, I survived since.
In yourself, be confident in the Emperor. His holy light guides us.
Yes, you speak truth. I spoke out of turn.
Yes, you was certainly selected for your connection to the Omnissiah. He notes towards Walpurga. This vessel is rife with tech priests and explorators who have been complicit in heretical actions against the Omnissiah.
Filth.
They consort with the Xenos, they incorporate the alien machine. There have even been censures placed upon them. It was only moments ago that I tasked them with leaving this world.
Where will they, and by proxy us, be headed?
They will be headed to a world known as Kaldor.
What awaits us there?
What awaits you there is the threat of Xenos influence.
Which order of Xenos will we be facing?
One of political subversion. One which threatens to undermine the very foundations of our Imperium, and who must not be permitted to influence this captain. Agent Tenebrous is tasked with preventing this, as are you. Your abilities are limited, your scope. What you are tasked with is ensuring that any of the Xenos from this world do not survive the transit back to Eclipse.
You think this captain would be so bold to transport Xenos from this world to Eclipse?
I do. If my concerns are unfounded, then your duties will be simple.
So, will we be facing the Orc filth, the Eldar filth, the Tau filth, Necron filth? Which what is to be? Who should we expect as our adversaries in this endeavor?
We know only of the influence of the alien upon the world. We do not yet know who.
Okay.
Reports spoke of visitors from the skies that crashed upon their planet. They brought new ideas, they brought change, which has brought political revolution and secession.
Planet must be purged. The entire planet must be purged.
Seems a lot.
The world is still of use to us. It is a colony in a strategic location.
Will this rogue trader not expect to receive the colony as payment?
She was asked to reincorporate it into the Imperium of Man. I expect that she may take this as a means to her own profits, as her kind are prone to. The loyalty of the world and its lack of Xenos influence are our prime concern. Agent Tenebrous has his own mission. You are to provide him with any information you are able to retrieve on the actions of their captain and crew.
So we're here mostly for surveillance.
There are other matters to be attended. The alien device. This captain has taken many machines aboard her vessel. They are believed to be the result of cooperation and trade between herself and the alien.
Right, so she's harboring illegal goods.
Far more importantly, she may well be harboring Xenos aboard her very vessel.
Oh, actual aliens as well.
Yes, the cold trade is a menace upon our society, but it's the transport of Xenos to a world such as this.
So this Tenebris, how do we get a hold of him? I assume they haven't actually met him before.
No, you have not. Communication frequencies. There will be no face-to-face communication.
We're Tenebris's angels.
He will have no means. What? Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, like Charlie's Angels?
Yep.
We have identified a single Xenos individual that you must locate, who may shed further light on the situation. Agent Tenebris has thus far been unable to turn resources towards this end.
Reconnaissance is my specialty here.
Yes, I have a history of finding out secrets and making sure secrets stay kept.
That is very good. We know not where this alien menace hides, but we have received news of its existence from Agent Tenebris, our minor embedded agents, and even certain reports of the rogue trader herself and her crew. The menace of the Eldar is upon her vessel.
Sneaky bastards.
Has she not undertaken any action to get rid of this filth on her ship?
One of her officers has made attempts, but nothing that has been successful. Thus far, they seem somewhat complicit in the presence of the Eldar. There is one known as Jaroon. We do not know where on the vessel the creature be there. Apprehend it or slay it. We would prefer its survival. We wish to know what the Eldar are doing upon this ship, and what they know, before we are to purge them. If the rogue trader will not take as her own vessel the influence of the alien, then it appears that we are for her. Keep this in mind on your journey. The Eldar could be anywhere, watching your every move.
It's an uncomfortable thought.
The presence of the Xenos are never a comforting thought.
Where are we now? Are we on the ship or like somewhere on the cliffs?
You're on a cliff.
Oh.
In an isolated slum basement for a COVID meeting.
Okay.
You have all been provided with cover identities. You can be assured that there is no means of tracing you to the Inquisition. You have my utmost faith that you have removed the influence of the heretic and the alien from this vessel.
Plan to get the job done, no matter what the cost.
Good. They will be taking new crew on presently. They took many losses in their battle with the Orc recently. They will require replacements. You, Walpurga. The Mechanicus have placed their vessel under censures. It will be a simple matter for
Mm-hmm.
Horse. We believe you are better served working under their acquisitions departments, the masters of supply. You will be provided a favorable position to see what their dynasty is taking aboard their vessel. Krell, your sense of justice should do you well amongst their security force. By and large, they hold to a sense of law as far as I'm able to tell. It is merely the higher level heresies they are guilty of. You should be able to dispense your familiar justice.
Very well.
And Titus, I would advise you undertake a more subtle position. There are few gifted with the warp as you are aboard their vessel, but the skill. I would advise you avoid them.
House Brabazon is truly fearsome. I will do my best to stay away from the navigators.
They have undergone many taints of the warp in their time. I would advise you to be wary. The curse of the demon is more than a true risk aboard this vessel.
You can see that when you say demon, like his nostrils flare from disgust. The perils of the warp are the true, constant threat to the Empire.
For the moment, your primary concern is the influence of the Eldar, their continued presence, and what threat they pose, what whispers they have placed within the captain's ears. When you arrive at this world we have dispatched them to, then it will be your job to ensure no alien survives the return trip, should any exist. Agent Tenebrous will have more specific instructions as your journey progresses. We will be incapable of communication while you are at warp. Are there questions more of your assignment or its inherent risks?
Where will I be assigned?
He told you that.
Sorry, I was AFK. I had to go to the bathroom.
To the acquisitions department of their vessel. Incoming and outgoing supplies.
Should make it easier for me to get supplies from the Inquisition, should I need them as well.
It will provide a suitable cover, yes.
Okay. Do they would this department keep records of all the alien tech that is being brought into the ship, do you think?
There is a distinct possibility.
It might be prudent to keep an eye on what sort of heresies they bring on board.
This would be wise if you are able to plumb their records for more specifics than we have obtained.
There'll be no lack of eyes on the problem. And then she moves around her little optical dendrite.
I have no doubts. I will be especially concerned, while Purga, of any continued relations with the Adeptus Mechanicus. I believe it is of censure, the same as all of your order.
What would she know about what the censure means in this case, about how to not seem suspicious in that case?
Well, as far as what she knows of the censure, it's been handed down from on high that the Seraphim dynasty and the Crystal Blue Zenith individually.
Sorry, I just heard the ship name and then it cut off.
And are to be. Can you hear me now?
Slightly raw body, but getting a little bit better, I think.
All right. But okay. So yeah, just for you're aware of the censure at the road trader. They're heavily suspected of tech heresy and is somewhat provable as having engaged in it. So the Mechanicus is giving her the cold shoulder. You haven't been given any more specific information than that.
Let's say the idea would be to mostly just silently do work on the ship and not really talk to anyone otherwise because of that.
Yes, you are still expected to maintain the vessel because it is the very act of maintaining it is a holy one.
Of course, it's the God Machine.
But nonetheless, explicit aid of the Dynastian captain outside of maintaining the ship has been called to be downplayed a bit.
Okay.
If ever the censure is lifted, as I heavily suspect the captain is attempting to do, you are to provide the same facade of helpfulness as all of your order do.
Understood.
But ultimately, you must work to remove the influence of the alien and the heretic. One can only imagine what heresies have been inflicted upon that vessel, what torments its machine spirits have undergone.
I wait for the God Machine already. If I could.
Very well. I will arrange for your positions for this vessel. Prepare what equipment you have, and take your places. The recruiters of the Seraphim dynasty will be outlooking soon.
I have a question of character.
Yes.
In terms of like common quality equipment, would stuff like that just be laying around the ship?
Potentially. What is it you're looking for?
A grapnel hook. Let's see. What am I looking for? It is called, yeah, it's a grapnel line and hook or something.
Are you trying to be Batman?
Grapnel and line, 100-meter overhead target.